and I am here today to educate you guys on something. So, as you probably know, I am totally blind. I've been totally blind in my left eye since I was 4, and I've been totally blind in my right eye since I was 11. So I've been totally blind as a whole for about 23 years now. Oh my gosh, I feel so old saying that. But anyways, so being totally blind, of course, I have to depend on my other senses to survive and complete daily tasks. Depend on sound, smells, sense of touch, and taste even. So that helps out a lot. Vision is a very vital sense. It's very important. And to compensate takes a lot. uh, but with being totally blind, one unfortunate part of the package is okay. Let me talk about a fortunate part of the package first before I do that, because I don't want to come off as like a negative person. The fortunate part of the package is that I can avoid choosing a book by its cover, and I feel like I can judge people by what lies beneath. Oh my gosh, that was a good movie. Anyway, by their souls and their spirit and their energy and their aura and all that stuff. So, but one of the negatives to being totally blind is you can experience symptoms like being up late at night, something similar to insomnia, and being tired during the day, almost being like nocturnal, being fatigued during the day, sleepy at any time of the day, and it's not narcolepsy. If you experience symptoms like this, it actually sounds like you might be dealing with a disorder called Non-24 sleep-wake disorder. So, being totally blind, I am not able to detect, or I do not have light perception, which means I'm not able to see anything at all, even light. And when you don't have light perception, your circadian rhythm is off. So your circadian rhythm, which is your master clock, which is controlled by your hypothalamus, that portion of your brain, it kind of tells your body when it's time to sleep, when it's time to be excited and active, when it's time to eat. It also controls, to let you know when you're thirsty and it's time to drink, and when your sugar levels are up and down. And it also helps control your hormone release and stuff too. And so I have experienced symptoms of non-24 disorder, and I'm pretty sure I have a non-24 disorder. There are approximately, according to non24.com, there are approximately 1 million, what is it? 1,000,003 or something like that, people in this nation that are blind. But of that 1,000,003, 1.3 million, there you go. Oh my gosh, I'm so off. 1.3 million. 1.3 million people in our nation are blind. And of that 1.3 million, 130,000, let me get my numbers right, are totally blind. So roughly 10% of the blind community is totally blind. Just 10%. So when you guys are coming across a blind person and you're like, oh, that person's blind, but she's doing this, or she can see that, or he can see this, or blah, 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 they're legally blind. But I am one of the few that are totally blind. And it's kind of funny because when you hear the word blind, you probably think everyone's totally blind, but that is not accurate. So I am totally blind. I am unable to detect light perception. And back to the non-24, light perception helps set your circadian rhythm. So it helps tell your body, oh, it has been 24 hours, so this needs to start over. This whole system needs to start over. So 24 hours later, you're supposed to eat breakfast, and, you're supposed to wake up 24 hours from one morning. And like I said, circadian, it means in a day. So it's basically saying like your rhythm, your daily rhythm. So basically, your circadian rhythm when you have non-24 is off because it's not set to 24 hours, hence the name non-24. So for me, for instance, I have trouble sleeping. Um, I actually stay up all night. Like I said, I feel nocturnal. And you know what's crazy? That makes me feel like I am literally blind as a bat. Like, you know how those cliches really actually like apply to your life? Yeah, I'm blind as a bat. I'm blind as a bat. I am nocturnal. But anyways, no. I have trouble sleeping. I'll usually go to sleep like around midnight, maybe 1 a.m. Sometimes I'll stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning for like a month. It's just, that's my rhythm or whatever. And it's like annoying because I can't get anything done during the day. So as you probably imagine, this would affect me having a normal like work schedule or school schedule or just a normal schedule period. And it might interfere like with my social life and things like that. So unfortunately, I am suffering from non-24 disorder. I don't have the ability to reset my master clock every 24 hours. It'll be every 24 hours and 30 minutes, and then the next day every 24 hours, and then, every 25 hours, and then the next day every 25 and a half hours, and then the next every 26 hours. So it will put things off to where my schedule is not normal. And then, they say on the site, the non24.com site and the YouTube channel that they have, I'll be posting those links in the description. It says that basically you'll experience a certain rhythm for about 16 days. And once you start getting used to that, then your rhythm is off again. So like for about 16 days, I'll be back to normal, which what you guys would consider normal. So I will wake up in the morning and go to sleep on time and, such and such. And then for about 16 days, that's cool. Then I'm like, oh, I'm used to this. Then it'll be off those 30 minutes and then an hour and then an hour and a half, then 2 hours. All of that'll be off again. So I got to get used to a new schedule. So it can often be diagnosed as a psychological disorder because you can be dealing with fatigue and sometimes you can get depressed from these symptoms because, like I said, you're not able to keep up with your peers, society is judging you a certain way, all of that craziness. And then also it can be diagnosed as like a sleep disorder, such as insomnia, or narcolepsy, but that is not accurate as well because the time changes, the rhythm changes, so it can't be diagnosed as those sleep disorders because they're not constant. So that's why this is called a chronic circadian rhythm disorder because it's continuous, and unfortunately there's no cure. They have treatments. A lot of times a doctor will utilize like melatonin, which is a sleep hormone, to try to get you to go to sleep and sleep through the night or whatever. A lot of times that doesn't work. I use Benadryl. I take Benadryl to go to sleep, and it helps me sleep for at least like 5 or 6 hours, so that's nice. But they have discovered a medication called Hetlios, Hetliozs, and that is supposed to help you get your circadian rhythm on track to be set to every 24 hours without that light perception. So talk to your doctor if you're experiencing these symptoms. It is bananas, it is crazy, but you're not alone. So keep that in mind. You're not alone if you're going through this. I thought I was crazy and just lazy and just depressed and just, having my issues. I thought I was an insomniac and depressed. That's what I really thought, but I found out I have non-24. So if you're totally blind and you're experiencing these symptoms, talk to your doctor. Contact me. Maybe I can help you. Help walk you through things if you're not ready to talk to a doctor yet. Or maybe we can just talk about what's going on and how we can get you some help. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this was educational. Hope you realize if you're going through these symptoms, you're not alone. And like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. I love you guys. Peace.